I can teach him the way my mom taught me. Swim!
So I got to see an advanced screening of the Wild Robot movie. It doesn't sound as fancy as it is. It's just like, oh, this movie is randomly playing in our cinema on the weekend for 2 days when it doesn't come out for another 2 weeks? Well, might as well go see it. I was excited for this movie though. Watching that first trailer, like, damn, it hits you in the feels. And not to mention, there's a fox in it. So I had to check it out, and I'm here to say, number one, there'll be no spoilers in this review. And two, this is one of the best movies I have seen in a long time. Hey guys, Blazie here, and welcome to my spoiler-free review of The Wild Robot, based on the book of the same name. This is directed by Chris Sanders, who also co-directed How to Train Your Dragon, and co-directed and wrote Lilo and Stitch, and even voices Stitch for those who didn't know. Lupita Nyong'o, I definitely pronounced that wrong, I apologize, voices Woz, who seems to crash land on this island full of animals of all shapes and sizes, and she has to learn how to survive in this environment where everything is out to kill you, or just hate you because it doesn't understand you. So, in the words of what's in the trailer, to survive, she has to become more than what she was programmed to be. Straight off the bat, it has been a long time since a movie has held my attention as much as this one did. This is one of the most beautiful movies in existence at this current time. I am not afraid to say that. It looks absolutely beautiful. The animation is incredible with some really nice style to it. And the use of color in a lot of scenes is absolutely spectacular. This is an absolute feast on the eyes. Please do go out and watch this in the cinemas when it comes out for you guys. I have zero complaints about this movie. Besides maybe like a little thing about the ending where I feel like they didn't really know where to end it. Like, did it want to sequel bait, as this is based on a trilogy of books, or was it trying to give an official ending? It kinda has both. It's a little bit messy like that, but it's perfectly fine as well. Like, when you watch it, you might understand what I'm saying here. But the voice acting is great. We have Pedro Pascal as VitoFox, who I absolutely adore throughout the movie. I didn't expect him to be in it as much as he is, but he's in a lot of scenes and I love him. He does kind of steal the movie in his own foxy way. He ends up joining Woz because he really wants to eat the little goose character that Woz ends up having to raise, and that whole storyline is what drives the movie, and it's nothing really new. Like, the whole movie is just a fish out of water story. It's nothing new at all, but it's the animation, the voice acting, the setting, the music, the comedy, and its weirdly dark moments, which I'll get to in a second, and the characters that make this a wonderful must-see movie. I was never bored watching this movie. I was completely engrossed into what was happening. The only time I was like aware I was sitting in a cinema was when a bunch of kids started using their phone in the corner of my eye. I could see the light flashing every now and then. It was really, really annoying. And then they started to get a little chattery, kind of running up and down the stairs, but that happened pretty quickly. Like, it was over and done with, like, within maybe, like, 5 to 10 minutes. It still sucked. It was still absolutely annoying. It took me out of the movie for a second, but once they stopped, I was right back in. It's also a movie that really does just go, but in, like, the best way. It has really good pacing that, again, never really lets you get bored, and has like a good message of being more than like what people tell you to be, more than what your parents wanted you to be, for example. And that you can come from a weird family where your mum is a robot and you have a fox uncle that wants to eat you, but you can still be a strong individual. And now I do want to talk about two aspects of this movie and why I consider this a great movie and one of the best. Like, this movie is already very high on like my top 20 favorite movies. Not that I really do have a list, but it's definitely way up there. And what's so great is the balance between comedy and dark moments that either hit you in the feels or just confuse you as to how this is in a kid's movie. Example, there's a very, very quick shot of Woz holding an animal's head. Like, it's like just the head. It's quick, but it's there. There are so many moments in this movie that will catch you completely off guard, because it's a kid's movie, right? But then suddenly it reminds you it's an island full of animals of both predator and prey species, and it's not subtle about it, let's just say that. I mean, as I said, the fox wants to eat the goose, and like, there's plenty of boorish scenes, and even like a belly on the fox at one point, so yeah, there's that. And so there's a lot of comedy that's just dark comedy. Like, there's a possum mom who really does not care about her children at all, that she even asks, "Who are you?" at one point, and it's hilarious. Every time they're on screen, they make you laugh. The Possum Family was just hilarious, but also so dark humoured. And then there are those dark moments that hit you like a truck, and not one that sends you to another world. No, one that hits you in the heart extremely suddenly, during like comedic or intense moments, and it just made the entire cinema silent during it. And you're suddenly hit with these waves of emotions. This movie had the perfect balance of all that, while again, just having great characters that you really feel for. It also has Mark Hamill as a big bear, and that was kind of great. There's like a moment at the end I really liked between him and the fox. Bill Nighy as an old goose was really good. Like, there's a lot of characters, and each one of them works. Honestly, the one part of this movie I don't feel like was kind of needed was anything with the humans. Those moments are very short. They are very, very short, and are barely in the movie until some stuff at the end, when the big conflict of the movie happens. And I do understand it's part of a bigger picture. I really do understand this. Like, this movie did a great job of showing, not telling, what this world is and why it's the way it is now. So I 100% understand it. I was just invested in this world, and I enjoyed the environment. It looked amazing when we got to see like the forest and all that. Whenever we got to see like normal buildings or like inside like a place kind of thing with where like humans built, then it was just like, you know, like any other animated movie. It looked all kind of just boring, you know. That's where like things are just kind of, it feels kind of samey. And so I just didn't really care about those kind of moments or whatnot. But at the same time, like, I 100% understand why they are there. I just like all the stuff out in the forest, out in the wilds and such. It looked amazing out there. But yeah, I do understand perfectly why it's there, and it's perfectly fine in the end. And I wouldn't even really call that like a negative point. Oh no, there's humans in it, or like, it's not a negative at all. 100% understand why it was there. I just wish... I guess I just wish there was just more of the movie, you know, even though it's almost a 2-hour movie. I was just so engrossed in it. I really enjoyed it. I really highly recommend this movie. And so, it's time to rate this movie. And I feel like you already know what I'm going to give this movie. I'm going to give The Wild Robot a solid 10 out of 10 foxes. Yeah, again, this is one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. It's been a long time since I've actually sat in the cinema and actually been able to really enjoy a movie. This one did it for me. This one makes me want to keep going to the cinema and keep watching movies. I loved it. It's really heartfelt, bold, gorgeous, and just a lot of fun, and it will make you cry. But even if you're scared of like crying in the cinema, you don't want to see your friends crying or so on and so forth, go see this movie. Go have that cry, because it's worth it. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this review. I really do. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do check out my Twitter, Blue Sky, all linked down below. If you enjoy what I do, please consider donating to my PayPal and all that. Again, all linked down below. And once the movie comes out, please do go check it out. Absolutely check it out for yourself. And come back here, put it in the comments what you thought about it. I would really love to know what others think about it. Or just let me know if you'll see the movie or not. Or just tell me how your day was. Leave a comment. Either way. Also, please do give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon. And VitoFox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye. Sorry, I just realised that's kind of what the message of this movie is being more than what you were programmed to be, being more than what, yeah, your parents wanted you to be. It kind of, yeah, be who you want to be. Yeah. Maybe that's why I like it so much. I really do like the message in it. I really, really do. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, bye for now.